Francis Bacon never succeeded in repeated attempts to exploit the influence his uncle had, but he did try. He was a man of great ambition, but with talents that give ambition a good name. He was also in something of a lifelong intellectual and personal struggle with Sir Edward Coke, one of the great fathers of the British common law tradition. Not only did Coke win appointments that Bacon had sought for himself, but he also had won the hand in marriage of the woman that Bacon had hoped to marry himself. So you see, it looks like Lord Coke had Bacon coming and going in these matters. Bacon, alas, had to resign from the bench on the basis of a charge perhaps correct. I don't want to get into that, though it scarcely would have focused on Bacon in any singular way. The charge was that he had accepted a bribe. He was in this the victim of a political plot, for at the time there were those who had their own reasons for undermining the authority of Francis Bacon. Again, I'm in no position to broker the actual facts of the case. Bribery within Elizabethan courts was not a rare phenomenon. It's also worth noting that Bacon is one of the great stylists in the English language. There is more than one Shakespeare scholar still convinced that it was the Earl of Oxford who wrote all of the plays of Shakespeare. And I should say, when I was a boy, the controversial theory then was that Shakespeare's plays were written by Francis Bacon. Well, he does, of course, have a magnificent style. He's the very soul of wit. He can turn a phrase like no one else, except Shakespeare. But Bacon would not have had to write any of Shakespeare's plays to go down in history as one of the great essayists, one of the great moral and juridical essayists ever to write in the English language. If I might pause for a moment to answer the question, to the extent that it's a burning question, as to who it was who wrote the plays of William Shakespeare, the correct answer is William Shakespeare. Now, all this is apart from Bacon's pivotal role in the emergence of the modern scientific worldview. And just a word about the first Queen Elizabeth and the age that bears her name. This Elizabethan period is an expansionist, prospering period. The Queen is an expert Latinist who can do a man's job better than any man, a person of invincible resolve, a patroness of art and letters, of explorers and scientists. She wants her reign to produce something special and singular in the world. She is judged by the poets of the time as the fairy queen. She is Astrea. There's something quite magical about her. As a result of her reign, things will be done that have never been done before. This is the general framework, the ethos, in which an intelligence such as Bacon's will set itself to the task of contributing to the new, enlarging the possibilities yet even further. And most importantly of all, dragging the human imagination, kicking and screaming, away from the secure moorings of the old Greek, the old Latin, and even the allegedly new Renaissance.